Okay, so part two. A phone call tried to come through while I was recording, so it cut off the video that I was taping. So salty foods are, of course, any salts. And if you go onto my website, bridgetshea.com, there's a blog there. And the blog post that I put up last, which was about a month ago, is on salt and healthy salt and salt from the Ayurvedic and Chinese medicine standpoint. So you might want to check that out. And so anything salty, miso, Himalayan salt, rock salt, black salt, tamari, those things are all salty foods. And then pungent, so onions, garlic, chilies, hot spices, those are all things that are pungent. So we want to have a little bit of all of these tastes in each meal. And then as you get to understand your dosha more, as you get to understand the elements more, and as you get to understand seasonal eating more, then you'll be able to start tweaking things. But for now, the best thing to do is to focus on eating seasonal, eating fresh whole foods, avoiding processed foods, eating earlier in the day, not eating too much, not eating too little, and eating at regular meal times when you're not upset. And from there, then you can start take one meal a day and think about how you can incorporate all of the tastes into that meal somehow, even if it's a little dollop of a taste. That way, you're effectively feeding your entire beneficial microbiome. I think this is one of the ways that the ancients were able to keep healthy, because they recognized that the different microbes in the gut needed different things, that different beneficial bacteria don't just eat one thing. They have a taste for different things. And every single organ has an affinity for a specific taste. So if we want to balance out the functioning of an internal organ, for example, we can either eat more or less of a given taste, depending upon what we want to do. Bring the chi up or calm the chi down. So this is a lot of information. It's very cool information. There is information on incorporating each of the tastes of Eastern medicine into your diet on page 130 of Cultivating Your Microbiome. And I also talk quite a bit about the elements in Handbook of Chinese Medicine and Ayurveda. And I talk about them from both perspectives, from the Chinese perspective and from the Indian perspective. So that might be useful for you to access after you hear Lisa talk on Thursday, because she's going to be pulling in some different elemental descriptors when she's describing the different foods and the foods that we want to focus on in this season. So a lot of information here, a lot of information in the whole course, really. And what it's doing is it's giving you the kind of basic foundation that you need, so that you know where to go to find more definitive information if you have a question about something. And so that you're getting like a solid foundation in the underpinnings of Ayurveda and how to treat yourself from an energetic and a physical perspective, and a mental and emotional perspective too, because we did those meditations in a couple of the videos and some breathing. And so there's a lot that you can really pull from here. And this is a great taste of Ayurveda, and a great way for you to understand which aspects of it resonate with you the most and what you're feeling most drawn to focus on, whether it be the external oleation and the tongue scraping and the more physical practices, the marma therapy, drawing together the physical, the mental, emotional, and the etheric or energetic aspects of oneself, or the very earthy aspects of oneself in terms of diet, in terms of feeding the microbiome, and in terms of boosting and supplementing the metabolism. So I hope that you all have a lot of food for thought here, no pun intended, and that you are enjoying the information and that you're really getting something from it. And I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday and Friday this week. Namaste.